Hey, I'm Brendan Moran.
And I'm Ruby Lopez, and welcome to Creek Currents.
Today, I get the lowdown on how changes are making it easier to get downtown. Plus, we'll see how the city is working with community partner Trinity Center to address homelessness.
And speaking of valuable community partners, I recently paid Contra Costa Fire a visit as they welcomed back Engine 1. Today we're here chatting with Contra Costa County Fire Chief Jeff Carmen, and we are celebrating the grand reopening of Fire Engine 1. Talk to us about the festivities.
Sure. Well, we're proud to say that this is the fourth of 7 companies that was closed, and we're now reopening today. So in 2012, because of the budget constraints caused by the Great Recession, we did end up closing 7 of our companies, which is 25% of our workforce. And in this station, we've always had Truck 1 operating out of here, but Engine 1 was closed, and so the crew that remained continued to run the call volume that 2 companies used to run. So for about 6 years, that's been the case. Today, we're happy to open Engine 1 so we can start splitting that call volume amongst 2 companies again and get the crews here some much needed relief.
Wow, well, great! What a great addition. You know, earlier you mentioned the difference between the truck and the engine. I thought it was fun. Can we tell the viewers about it?
Sure. So the truck is typically got the big ladder on top of the truck that everybody sees. But what people don't see is that that piece of equipment has no hose, it has no water. Its primary purpose is to get up on roofs, to cut holes in roofs, to let the smoke and gases out, to rescue people from windows, to cut people out of cars when they're trapped and those kinds of things, versus the engine that has water, hose, ladders, and they're the workhorse of our fleet. They take care of about 90% of our call volume.
Now, aside from handling emergencies and fires, what else does the fire department do for the community?
Well, we have a lot of things that we do that people don't know about. As far as emergencies go, you know, we participate in an air program, so we staff a helicopter every day in the county. We have our marine program, so we have a boat on the water in Pittsburgh. We do a tremendous amount of medical calls. We run the ambulances now in the county, so that's been a big help on how we handle the resources that handle those medical emergencies. We also have a whole fire prevention division that does fire inspections, community education, and those kinds of things, including part of their job is to train the CERT program, the CERT volunteers that Walnut Creek is very active with.
Well, I know that you don't have volunteer firefighters, but what if there's somebody at home watching? How can the community get involved to help you all out?
I think the biggest thing for us is the CERT program, really. The Walnut Creek is known for its CERT volunteers, and we met with one of the directors of one of the CERT divisions the other day. I have to say our people were so impressed with how well trained they were, how well equipped they were, and we're really working now to join forces with them to see how they could help us if a major event occurs. To be a firefighter, you have to go to a community college, and most of them have a fire academy that they can attend. Most of our people that we hire now have degrees, although they're not required to have a degree when they get hired. And then they can, again, join the volunteer program. Our ambulance program is very active. If somebody's interested in a pre-hospital emergency medical care career, they can become an EMT1, a paramedic, etc. And then those people can move from the ambulance onto the fire engines and trucks if they desire a career in the fire service.
Now, you have so many calls locally, but does some of your team respond to fires outside of Walnut Creek?
We do. So the Thomas Fire in Ventura, as well as the North Bay fires, we had strike teams. So that's 5 engines and a chief officer. We had strike teams at both of those fires, and we typically respond in the summer months in a strike team out of the district. This year, the Montecito mudslides, we sent our bulldozer down to the Montecito mudslides to move some debris and look for bodies and rescue victims as well. And I think 2 things this year. We were an active member of the Urban Search and Rescue Task Force out of Oakland. So our task force responded twice this year to the Puerto Rico hurricanes as well as the Florida hurricanes. So we're out quite often.
Yeah, really, really busy.
Yeah.
Well, Chief Carmen, thank you so much for all you do in the community. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, we had a great time here at the grand reopening of Engine 1. Now, if you'd like some more information on how you can get involved, head on over to the city website to find out more about CERT. Now, if you're interested in joining CERT, fall registration for their classes begins June 15th, and you can head on over to their website for more information.
Another great organization that uses volunteers from our community is the Trinity Center. Let's find out what they're up to.
The mission of the Trinity Center is to be an open door for opportunity for people who are homeless or at risk of being homeless. We provide connections to available resources within the county and within the Bay Area. And we try to provide that opportunity to everybody. We provide, along with that opportunity, the love and the care that people are lacking when they live on the street. We have 4 basic programs. We have the day shelter program, which provides basic services. So we provide breakfast and lunch, a food pantry for at the end of the day, so they can take away canned food or other non-perishables. We provide a clothing closet so people can take basic shirt, pants, shoes, socks and underwear. Toiletries. So that's very important, hygiene. We offer the ability to shower, to do laundry. We offer the ability to be a mailbox. So we have a number of people that just come to us for mail only because they don't have a residence. And then we provide case management. So that's the staff. We have 3 case managers that are the ones who work with our members. We call our clients members because we want them to have ownership of the program. We have a seasonal winter program, so that is the overnight, currently at the Armory. We are building a new building. So the new building will be 44 units of very affordable housing, studio and 1-bedroom apartments. And we will be able to take a minimum of 44 people off the street to a maximum of 90 or 100 off the street by providing this housing. We also provide a new community center, which will allow us to bring in health professionals, mental health professionals, legal services, and substance use, addiction services, and just kind of beef up that member support so we can perhaps do classes. So if you get an apartment, you have a job, now you're going to need to have a budget and learn how to manage your finances. And sometimes people need help doing that. Sometimes people need help managing their chronic health problems, getting transportation to and from doctors. So we'll be providing those services as well to the property, the residents of the property.
It's really an invaluable resource to me. It's a place to come get some food, some much needed clothing. They offer counseling, which I've utilized a little bit of, and they're also trying to get me into housing, and they've assisted me in getting a job at Target, so I am employed now.
It meant upward motion. I was going to another center. I mean, like the people were fine and the services were fine, but here it seems like they really get to know you and they want to help you. They don't want you to be here for 10 years, you know. So, and they've leaned in, and it's been great.
There are hidden homeless in Walnut Creek. A lot of people that their incomes are on the very low side, and they manage to live in their cars, couch surf, and we don't necessarily know that they're homeless. I'm often asked about, aren't we getting more people because the center is open, so we're getting more people who are homeless? And the answer to that is, yes, we are getting more, but we're getting more not necessarily because we're Trinity Center and we provide these services, but because the population is growing. And when the population grows, a larger portion of them become homeless or at the risk. We're serving more and more people at risk now than that are homeless. We're serving more families. We were single adults for the first 4 years, and now we're getting families. And so that says a lot about the economic condition of the area that we live in. It's very tough to live here. 1 year ago, we had 700 people on our rolls, active. Now that doesn't mean they come every day. We would be exploding if they did. But it meant we served 700 people. This year, we have served 350. So what's the difference? Difference is when people come in, we are then working with other agencies. We're working in a collaborative way. So the county has started a program that it's called coordinated entry. So it used to be you had to go through a specific agency to get your need. Now you don't. You can call 211 and be referred. You can come into a care center like Trinity Center and be referred. You can go to the warming center, the core team. There are a lot of entries now into the system, and that's helping. It's helping a lot because the more interactions you have with social service agencies, the greater your chance of being helped. We started in 2012. The city council didn't know us, had no data to go on to try to support us in the services that we provided. But over time, where I've worked consistently with the staff at the city, with council, with the planning commission, we have proven to each other that we are viable partners and we are in this together. We are not in this by ourselves. And the resources that I can bring to the city through the county and the resources that the city can bring to me through staff and departments are invaluable. And so what we've been able to do over the last 4 years is to grow in that relationship. And so when I go and I speak to any subcommittee, I'm welcomed and I'm listened to. Not always agreed with, that's okay, but I'm heard. And then when I come to Planning Commission and Council, it's the same thing. There is a mutual respect. I know that they're going to hear what I have to say. And again, they may not approve, but they're going to hear. And the same thing is I'm open to listening to their guidance and their expertise. I think it's a really good working relationship, and we've been successful, I think, because of that. There's an open dialogue, and we're interested in the same thing, interested in helping people.
I don't know what I would do without this place. There's nothing else like it around, and it's just an invaluable resource.
People is the key word. They're just people. They have hopes and dreams like we do. They have children. They have mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters. Many were once productive, had jobs, doctors, lawyers, truck drivers, servers, teachers, you name it. They've all socioeconomic backgrounds. And for one reason or another, they fell off the track, either lost their job, lost their housing. Which came first, we're not sure. That's part of peeling the onion back. And so how do you put all that back together? But if you don't understand the person, if you don't have the opportunity to look the person in the eye and see that life behind those eyes, you might not care. So I think that's the biggest thing that I would like for people to do, is to be able to understand that people who are living without housing are just people.
Affordable housing is one of the City Council's top priorities. Now, if you'd like some more information on the programs offered by the city, you can head on over to the housing website.
Another priority for any city these days is transportation and parking. Check out one creative solution the city is using to make it all work. Hey, I'm Brendan Moran with Creek Currents. Today we're going to talk about a change that's coming to the city to make getting downtown a little bit easier. Carla, what are we talking about? What's coming?
So as part of a pilot program, on May 21st, we're going to be adding 80 additional parking spaces to the Broadway parking garage without doing any construction. This is part of a program to make parking a little bit more easier in downtown. As we all know, parking is a scarce resource. And we have the help of Laz Parking, who manages the city's parking garages. And Damon's actually going to be handling this operation for us.
So can you show me how it works?
Yeah, just follow me.
All right.
Press green button for token.
So there's no more spots. What now?
All right, whenever the garage is full, what we do is we're gonna have you park your car right here. I'm gonna get the keys from you and give you one of these claim checks.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna do a quick inspection of your vehicle for prior damage. All right, this is your claim check. Keep this. You will need it to get the keys from me. Thank you very much.
So will my car stay here?
Well, most likely I will move your car to an open space whenever they become available, or if any of these cars that you blocked off need to leave.
Okie dokie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm done with my day. What now?
All right, let me have that ticket. Let me get you your keys. Here we go, sir.
Thank you.
Your car is parked right here.
So if I came back after hours, would somebody be here to help me?
So after 6 p.m. there will be no attendant on site, but you can call or text the number on the ticket or on the sign, and somebody will be here to help you.
Easy enough.
Here we go.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I hope that was helpful. For more information about parking in the city, head on over to the city's website. See you next time. Pro tip, Ruby, parking is free in city garages on Wednesdays after 5 o'clock.
Oh, nice. And it makes it easy to come downtown and enjoy the first Wednesday Street Fest happening now through September. Have you had a chance to check it out?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's got everything my whole crew needs. It's got live music, ice cream for the kids, and a lot of food for me.
Okay, I will have to check it out. And we will see you next time on Creek Currents.